All right, I'm ready when you are.
We are ready. Very right. All right. We are fine. Let's call our meeting in order. It's 7 o'clock on October 16th, Wednesday. Roll call, please.
Jeff Goings.
Here.
Bruce Moore.
Here.
Betsy Straw. Austin Davies.
Here.
Dan Sheet.
Here.
And Owen's gone.
Yeah, right.
Oh, David Howe.
Yep, here.
Don Sattler.
Yep,
And
here.
Stuart Bent.
Here. Let's say the pledge of allegiance, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Let's see, do we have a motion to approve phone participation of Jeff Goings?
Move to approve phone participation. Jeff Goings.
Second. We have a motion by Dan and a second by Bruce. Roll call for approval.
Austin Davies.
No.
Owen Costanza. Jeff Goings.
Yes.
Dan Sheet.
Yes.
Bruce Moore.
Yes.
Betsy Straw. Yes.
So it looks like the phone participation is approved here. Moving on to, do we have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
Move to approve tonight's agenda.
Second.
We have a motion by Dan and a second by Jeff. Those in favor to approve tonight's agenda? Roll call, please.
Dan Sheet.
Yes.
Austin Davies.
Yes.
Owen Costanza. Sorry. Betsy Straw. Yeah. Jeff Goings. Bruce Moore.
Yes.
All right. The motion, tonight's agenda is approved. Moving on to approval of minutes. We got a motion to approve the minutes from September 18th, 2024 for Village Board of Trustees meeting.
Second.
Who's that?
Goings.
Jeff moved it, I seconded it.
Jeff made the motion and Dan seconded.
Mr. President,
Yes, Austin.
move to amend the minutes, just minor revisions. Page 6 of the agenda packet, excuse me, Jeff. It says enter text here at the bottom of item 10. That should be deleted, and then on the next page, under the initials KJA, it's missing the month, date, and year. So I would move to amend and approve as amended.
Okay, so can I ask you quickly to sum that up in 2 sentences? To change what and what?
To amend
It's not right here.
the last line of item 10,
10,
which says enter text here.
active text, okay.
On the last page of those minutes, 5 lines from the bottom, says KJA, MM/PD/.
Okay, that's down further on this here. Okay. Oh, so the date is missing here,
Yes.
I'd say something.
and missing date.
I need a second.
Hold on.
Second.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So we got item 10, and the text is missing at bottom. And then there was a second item.
Date.
Oh, that was the second item.
Yes.
Let's see. All right, I still, okay, we'll see if I can make this specific. So the first part was enter text here, that is an error, that needs to be removed, you say.
Yeah, that should be stricken.
Okay, pardon me for being. All right, so that's the motion, and then we had a second, I thought I heard Jeff say that he seconded it?
Yeah.
Yes. And then Jeff was saying he wanted to say something?
Yes, I would like to.
All right,
I thought we were all in agreement that when we got the packets, if we had any minute changes, that we would submit an email to the clerk so that she could correct them before the meetings instead of going through them at the meetings. Did something change? Did I miss a memo? Austin?
Trustee Goins, I'm going to review the minutes when I have time. If I see corrections be made, I'm going to amend those during the session. If I don't have time, to send an email to the clerk sooner to correct those errors or omissions.
You do this every week though, every meeting.
Well, every week there's an issue with the minutes.
So why don't you submit the email like we all agreed to do then? It's real simple.
No thanks, Trustee Goins.
Sometimes there's limited times.
Unbelievable.
Okay,
That's a real professional.
Let's move on.
okay.
Let's move on.
Roll call to approve the two items.
Actually, to approve the minutes with those changes.
There we go, okay. Okay, very good. Roll call to approve the amended minutes.
Betsy Straw. Yes. Jack Goins.
I have to say no because people can't follow what the board agreed to do.
Bruce Moore.
Yes.
Dan Sheik.
Yes.
Austin Davies.
Yes.
All right, amended minutes passes. Moving on to public comment, do we have any public comment sheets in here?
Nope.
All right, no public comment. Moving on to engineering report, Chris is not here tonight. Did anybody have comments to make on what's in the packet here? It's pretty much basic items we've been discussing. Nobody has any commentary. Public Works report, David Howe.
Just one thing to touch on, I did put it in there. I talked to the tennis court, the company doing the tennis courts today. They are expecting the posts in hopefully either tomorrow or Friday and everything finished Monday. The nets were shipped out or received on Monday. They were hoping the posts would be here, but there was a delay in shipping. They should have those in the next couple days, and the tennis courts will wrap up on Monday. It's just the installation of the posts, installation of the net, and the striping for the boxes. Everything else is finished. It is painted, so they just have to add the lines and net and posts, and that'll be wrapped up.
Cool.
Don't we remove nuts for the winter anyways?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting 70s this weekend, Dan. We're holding on hope here.
You might play tennis this
Leave them
weekend?
up for a week or two and then take them back down.
All right, treasurer's report, Karina. Karina's not here. All right, wastewater report by Jess. Jess is not here. Okay. I just had one quick question with test. Did that final test report that we had talked about come back yet?
I actually have not seen it in my email, so I get weekly emails. I had not seen that one. I was going to reach out to Ion. I actually went through that today. I did not get a chance to call him today to discuss that, but I will reach out to him tomorrow to see what the status is on that report. The only thing I can think of is since it was not part of the regular weekly runs, I did not get that in an email. I'm assuming he has possession of it. I will reach out and I'll get a copy and get that sent out.
Cool. Just curious. Almost forgot about that. All right. Moving on to new business, there was some discussion that I had with you, Stuart, about how we go through this. Is there any, should I follow that? Did you discuss this with anybody else?
No, I didn't. And I don't think I'll do it now. Let me just say that in most of the communities that I've worked with, what is on the agenda is the matter, and there isn't a motion until people have had a chance to talk about the subject. So in this community, the way that this is done, there is a motion before you can even discuss anything. And I would like to recommend, perhaps you could share that memo with the board. But for example, under new business, instead of a motion to discuss or approve, in my view, the way to make it simpler, and I would hope that I haven't spoken to the clerk about it, should be shared with her as well, But if it simply said, motion to approve, and that would simplify matters. You wouldn't have to make a motion before you could even get to the subject. So if you would look at what I've written and sent to the mayor, I'd appreciate it. For the moment, it would simply be a motion to approve what is listed here, and then I think there may be a motion to add an item to it. Is that,
Yes, there was discussion about a check that supposedly wasn't listed on the list in here.
Oh, would that be considered an amendment? Yes, there should be the person who makes the motion, what we're talking about is the second bill from your forensic auditor, which was not approved because you didn't actually have it. So it would need to be approved. And I don't, if everyone has seen it, you could add it to this disbursement. If not,
And essentially change the total.
yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
we've done that before, but not, and this is the way you discuss. So when you were saying, this motion to approve, that opens it up for discussion automatically?
Absolutely.
So we can just, basically you're just getting rid of the motion to discuss.
That's correct. So I think in each instance, we'd be knocking off one motion, which I think is not used in most communities. And as I said before, in most instances, until you've discussed the topic, you're not quite sure what the motion should be. So if you would read my memo, and there's no need to do anything now, and you really wouldn't need to do any modification, I believe, to your code. It's just, I think, a way that you'd simplify your meetings. And it isn't so much shortening them, but getting directly to a discussion of what the issue is. So this would be, for example, a motion to approve, and then whoever made the motion, if you want to add, you could do that, or it could be a motion to amend.
So it would be, I would basically state, there's a motion on the agenda to discuss and approve X, Y, and Z, and we would open the discussion on it, and then after the discussion, somebody would say, I move that we vote, or no, I move that we vote for check disbursements X, Y, and Z, and then that would require a second by somebody else.
Yeah, let's look at number 7 just for a moment. And again, I'd like you to read what I wrote. Instead of saying motion to discuss / approve, this would simply be motion to approve. Or let me put it a different way. It would simply say approve the purchase of a new welder, and then someone would make the motion.
But we're just changing the text of the actual line.
And it would save you one vote on every item from the way you're currently doing it.
So we don't have,
But please take a look what I wrote, and it's up to you, but I
speed things along.
Don, you have that then?
Yes,
You're just gonna set it out there,
I'll send it to
All right.
everybody. So basically on the table here, we have,
what you're looking for is a motion to approve the check disbursement.
yes. And then,
And if someone wishes to add something to it, they could do it in the original motion, or someone could move to amend.
the final bill for the Green County was tossed into the mix, so I guess,
Need a motion?
I was gonna avoid the motion on the subject matter
Okay,
discussions, and then we get a motion. I'm trying to follow the new speaking method, and it's really slow. So the agenda item is just for discussion and approval of check disbursements for payments scheduled to be paid prior to October 31st, 2024, in the amount of $149,320.62 in AP checks $17,292.25 in insurance expense checks, $23,744.53 in EFTs, and payroll with estimates included of $64,146.93 for a grand total of $254,512.33. And there
That was
was,
for the audit.
that was what was put on the agenda. The audit was another $10,000.
$10,130.
2,130. That was excluded from the,
So a total of 25,000 for green, correct?
yeah. It would
Yeah,
change.
just shy.
$25,000 to tell us that we need to put.
Correct. So,
Well, we approved the first disbursement, so we just gotta add the 10,000 onto this.
yes, and so,
Your new
so we need to,
total is $159,458.60. What she said.
Big what?
$159,458.60
oh, there we go.
in AP checks.
159,468. 62. So, did we, is there a motion to amend that number?
No, since there wasn't a motion made,
No.
if you would like to make that motion.
Oh, gotcha, this is all part of the discussion,
Yes, yes.
editing and altering,
That's correct.
and then somebody needs to make the motion of the new number with the rest. Okay, I'm thinking,
Good.
all right. So, barring any other discussion,
So I have some discussion
Yes.
because we have talked in the past about getting a document from her that shows the final numbers from the ending prior month. That has not been included in these packets, and so we did talk about some other things that isn't being done as well.
Isn't this it? The
No.
truck register?
No. It's not in there.
What did you want, Carrie?
We had a document that showed what the final numbers were for the prior month, and how they changed, and we're not seeing that again. It's not in here.
The activity report. General ledger activity report from month to month.
It's, what we asked for before was in layman's terms, because everyone is not a finance person here, to say, this is what we voted on, and here was the variance from what we voted on from the prior month. And to make it very simple and very clear. And we all agreed on that too. And we're not seeing that from Karina.
So did you reach out to Karina and send her an email and ask for it?
I have not, Jeff, I've been traveling.
Okay. If you want to send her an email, she'll provide it for you. You might have forgot it.
okay. Is that okay to send an email?
Yeah.
And copy us all on it?
I had also asked for all of the land that we owned, and I'm still not seeing that either.
Still waiting for land list?
So I'm gonna send that email too, I just remembered back the other day.
All right.
What is it?
The land list?
List of property
It's all
sample
properties we own.
on village.
Oh, by the village. Carrie, isn't that something you would hold?
Our insurance has it.
Okay, could you reach out to them and ask for that and forward it to Betsy and all of us?
Yeah, I can have some.
Perfect. Is that okay, Betsy? Have Carrie do it? Reach out, forward it to everyone?
That's fine.
Thank you. Thanks, Carrie.
All right, then.
So I can make a motion to approve the check disbursement for payment scheduled to be paid October 31st, 2024 in the amount of $159,458.62 in AP checks, $17,292.25 in insurance expense checks, $23,744.53 in EFTs, and payroll with estimates including $64,146.93 for a grand total of $264,642.33.
Second.
Okay, the motion is by Betsy, second by Austin. Roll call to approve that.
Dan Sheik,
Yes.
Austin Davies,
Yes.
Bruce Moore,
Yes.
Betsy Straw, yes, Jeff Going.
Yes.
All right, item number 6. I guess I should repeat that. Item number 6, to approve check disbursements of $159,415.62 is approved. Also, the amount of $17,292.25 in insurance expense checks. Pardon me?
You said dollars, it's 25 cents.
Oh, and 25 cents, I'm sorry. And $23,744.53 in EFTS and payroll with estimates, including $64,146.93 for a grand total of $264,642.33. All right, that's not good. Moving on to item number 7, we have motion on the agenda to discuss, approve the purchase of new welder for public works not to exceed $5,925 from Air Gas in Rockford. And I believe that was brought up by David.
Yep.
If you would like to elaborate on your quotes that you gave us there, that was great.
Yeah, I had a memo on that too. Basically, we've been having issues with our welder that we currently have. It's more or less a hobby welder, that we do have right now. We bought it my first or second year here. It's not very powerful. We can't really weld on trucks or any thicker metal or anything like that with what we have. And of late, we've been having issues, with it maintaining voltage and amperage. Something is malfunctioning in it, can't get it to be consistent. So after talking to the guys, we wanted to get something that is all encompassing. It's 2 different types of MIG welding, 2 different types of TIG welding, stick welding. We can weld aluminum, stainless steel, and regular mild steel with it, as well as significantly thicker gauge steel. Basically, this machine that we're asking for will be able to do anything and everything we need to do in the village. It's also mobile. It will hook up to our generator, so we can take it out in the field to do anything like that. If there's park equipment that we need to weld on, signage, things like that. And then fab work in the shop. So right now, that's kind of what we're looking at, is basically replacing our older hobby welder, which does not have multi-process capability. It does not have the capability to weld thicker steel, and also can only weld on mild steel. It does not have stainless or aluminum capability. This machine that we're looking at too is, that pricing comes with everything we need. So this machine you can get with just say a MIG gun. This setup here that we've looked at has TIG, MIG, stick, all included with that price. So everything that we need to fully utilize the machine is in that package.
Can you rent your tanks?
Yeah, we have tanks now. I believe we purchased those from Air Gas. We haven't filled with Air Gas, so those would just be transferred to this machine.
Okay.
Stuart, do we gotta make the motion for the discussion?
That was the agenda item.
Well, if someone simply made a motion to approve this purchase, that would be adequate.
Move to approve purchase, Public Works. Welding not to exceed $59.25. Do you have a contract with Air Gas already for your inert gases?
It's not a contract. We actually purchased the tanks from them, so they fill them. But I got quotes from all vendors that we have accounts with, have the ability to go purchase. So it was Air Gas. I don't think I did.
I don't think you got
include the
their
other two in the
tanks.
packet.
That's all you can use is that with their tanks.
There are vendors that are allowed to fill their tanks.
Is there?
Yep. And we made the purchase outright, so if being that we bought the tanks from them, I don't necessarily have to go back to Airgas. We did purchase the tanks, so we own those. It is not a rental on the 2 tanks.
Did Jeff reach out to you about WellStar?
Wellstar was the other quote I had, or welding supply.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when me and Jeff had told him about WellStar, and he looked it up, and he said he sent it to you. Did you get a chance? He didn't?
No.
If you looked it up right, it's substantially cheaper at WellStar.
Is it the same setup?
Same model.
I didn't get a chance to look at it. He said he was gonna send it
So
to you.
I have found the Miller Multimatic 255 from other vendors
Yeah, it didn't have all the torques.
more
and stuff.
cheaper. It did not have everything. We would end up, most likely we would end up spending more money purchasing the individual guns, rods, wire spools.
All the other attachments.
Yes, this setup here is all encompassing. We can hook it up, we can TIG, MIG, and stick from day one without having to go elsewhere to get any other setup on this.
What kind of warranty on attachments and all that?
I can look it up.
Did you look at WeldWorks?
What do you say?
Yeah, I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah,
I didn't get it.
David did look, David, you did look at WeldWorks?
No,
WellStar.
I
Or
I looked at-
WellStar, I mean?
looked at Granger, Welder Supply, and Airgas. Airgas and Welder Supply were the same price for this exact setup. Granger was significantly more.
Yeah, like 1,000.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Um,
And like I said, those are 3 that we have standing, we have accounts with,
Yeah.
where we're not gonna go ahead and have to
How
set up.
often do we use a welder?
We've used it more and more. We've actually sent quite a few things out in the last 3 months because our welder was not capable of welding them. But with the new shop, we've been doing significantly more repairs and fab work than we have in the past.
What do you think you spent on them secondhand contracts the last few months setting it up?
Probably a few thousand,
Pardon?
probably a few thousand.
So almost the price, you said.
Yeah, I mean, contracted welding is expensive.
Oh, yeah.
That's a, specialized, I do have 3 out of my 4 staff members can weld. Just want to give them the right equipment to be able to do so on the stuff we have.
Like across the board, make stick in,
Yep.
dig.
Yeah, I think one of them's only MIG. I believe I'm the only one that can stick weld, well. I have other guys that can. But yes, other than that.
So nobody can dig?
No, we do have a couple guys that can take.
Everybody can dig.
No, yeah, and that's, so like, for instance, right now, we have that new stainless box. There is some modification we have to do for the brackets, but we don't have a welder that can weld the stainless or that thick of metal.
Alright, well, so all the extras that come with this one from Airgas is gonna compensate the one that I looked at and compared to the other quotes that he got. Cause like you say, he wouldn't have to buy anything. It's all there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's turnkey.
Yep.
Okay, alright.
How many tanks do we have down, or do we own?
2.
Will it suffice for that machine?
Yeah, yep. They're, even though
Give your straight air.
the Lincoln that we have is a smaller welder, but we, have full-size tanks and everything. They last pretty long. I think we fill them.
With the TIG, it's 2 different, you can't,
Yeah.
pure argon,
Yep.
you can't mix with like the MIG tanks,
Yeah, so I guess that would be the one thing is we would need the argon.
pure argon
Yep.
tank for the TIG welder.
Yep.
Because the CO is a contaminant for the tungsten. So we need another tank.
Yeah, that would be the one thing is the argon. Myself and the guys did talk about that, so that would be the one additional purchase. And I had not got pricing on the tanks yet.
All right,
Yeah.
looking at WellStar, next time you're shopping around, over there, it's about, I'm having ours on 250, or on Fort Stills.
Okay.
Me and my buddies use them and they're usually beat up and they're pretty good on the prices.
Okay.
Mr. President,
Yes,
I'll move the question.
alright. Roll call.
Dan Cheek,
Yes.
Austin Davies,
Yes.
Betsy Straw,
Yes.
Jeff Goings,
Yes.
Bruce Moore.
Yes.
The
I'll stop asking for stuff for a while.
I'm trying.
Motion approved the purchase of a new welder for public works not to exceed $59.25 from Airgas in Rockford is passed. Moving on for the good of the village, trick-or-treating is October 31st, 2024, 4 to 7 p.m. Next Board of Trustee meeting is November 13th at 7 p.m. One after that is November 20th at 7 p.m. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Motion by Austin to adjourn.
Second.
And second by Bruce. Roll call.
Austin Davies.
Yep.
Jeff Going.
Yes.
Dan Cheek.
Yes.
Bruce Moore.
Yes.
Betsy Straw. Yes.
We are adjourned at 7:31, Wednesday, 16th.
What's that?
So.
You got any papers? You could bring papers?
So we're gonna look at a motion. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. You need to make gun. Yeah.